Season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Michigan Wolverines. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Wolverines will put total weather to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Pressure coming. Quickly to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I want to go play with that kid.
He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air, it's Mayava. Right on the money. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
He'll field the punt. He's got great speed. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They'll send the back in motion. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Looking for room. It's Haynes. There he goes. Got enough for the first down and once more. Touchdown, Michigan. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They go to the ground. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
Yeah, they typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies, that highlight the famous celebrity quarterbacks. That's just what USC does.
On target. At the 40, there he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Picks up the 1st down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing back wide receiver screens, only allow a minimal gain, no first down.
Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He almost kicked that thing out of bounds, but it made it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. The option look. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Goes to the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Makes the grab. It's Mark. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Wolverines looking to convert on fourth down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Tries to get it on the ground. It's a live ball. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
And I like that this offense is continuing to try to stay balanced and hand him the football and show confidence. He put the ball on the deck last week. They still rewarded him, still giving him the football. But, man, you cannot continue to put the ball on the ground and expect to continue to get carries.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Caught in the backfield, it's Strachan. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle from Lewis.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Jordan. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw. The receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free first down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Shakes off the defender. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Fires to the big fella. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on fourth down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
It's complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Back to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. New Mexico State is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in Las Cruces, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 4 over New Mexico. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
The Wolverines are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pulls it in. It's Marsh. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Here's the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. To throw, it's Mayava. Makes the catch, it's Fowler. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. 3rd down play from the gun. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Motion from the back. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. They go to the wide receiver screen. Open space at the 25. He'll walk and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory, now 1st and 10 from their own 45. Under fire. Trying to make magic with it. Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Got it in the middle. It's Haynes. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. It's on target and complete.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
They'll go to the ground. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Grabbed behind the line. It's Haynes. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Wolverine! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires downfield. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And look, defenses obviously have to play man coverage in different situations of the game, but you got to wonder if this defense wants to keep playing man after giving up that big play.
Fires to the wideout. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, the offense turns it over. And talking to the coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That
fake on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. The throw. It's complete. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Hey, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He'll ride his man on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Touchdown, Michigan! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you win the first half.
And the extra point is good. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Mayava. Oh, they're after him. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Shoots it to the left. Another incompletion on third down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. Content to run out the clock, the quarterback takes a knee. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying play action. With the catch, it's Haynes. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. This guy fits the bill. Big, sturdy Michigan pocket passer.
And it's built on the ground, but I tell you what, when Michigan's had their best teams, they got to have that balance, right? You got to have a guy back there in the pocket that can go through the fake and then make the decision, get the ball out, and get some first downs.
Boom. Shows him the stiff arm. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
We talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Here comes the heat. And the defense, got him at the 27.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. A strike downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Power football with the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Looking for his man in the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
They'll run play action. Moving out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. Connection to the right. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Absolutely center cut. And that will extend their lead even further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pulls and fires complete. Out across the 30, mark down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness, they got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on.
Gets it to him on the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
And the coverage team all over it, and the punt is down inside the 40. Trying to put a drive together starting from the 36. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
If a free safety comes blitzing, you've got to throw a slant behind it to the receiver. So that time, the quarterback and receiver, they may not have been on the same page.
And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Underwood. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. To the air on first down. Got the quick pass. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Fires to the tight end. And he's got enough for a first snap it again here in the third. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. Gives it on the option. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up.
Turning it on. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Rushes on him. Makes the grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Unleashes one. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. On the run, it's Jordan. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Back to pass, it's Mayava. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's really cool.
That's a backbreaker through the offensive coordinator because first down, ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up the throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Enormous play coming right here. Third down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. They'll stop him short on third down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, mowing up, stuffing the run.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Short field payoff with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. Amidst the den of deafening noise, he'll try to tie the game.
One, the kicker would love to have back. Trailing by 3 here in the fourth quarter. Just didn't hit it as flush as he would have liked.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Catch in the middle, it's Martin. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage. And one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Release to the back. Grab near the marker, it's Martin. They'll make the stop, but that first down off the icing. They should be able to kneel this one out.
Gutsy play call. There are a lot of coaches out there that would have run the football, try to keep the clock going, or force your opponent to use more timeouts. They throw for it on 3rd down. They get the completion, and with that, they should win this game.
Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been